I know so long as she get really good. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we like we go back, way back. Now we on track, but you can never on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it. All back here, get all back here, get back, all back, Fall back here, get back to the do. Fall back here, get back to the do. Fall back here, get back to the do. Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back.
What defines my name? What defines my name? N.A.S. What defines my name? N.A.S. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Ready? 19. Ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shador. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price without turnover.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Howard going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go.
Off play action. Howard. He'll get this to his running back Dowdle. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Steelers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They run again with Dowdle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. You look at this Browns defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Boy, 4th and 2. This crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He's stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Pass ball 80.
An inside run with Jenkins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The Steelers' 49-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk set. Panther 11.
Throwing. Sanders. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll give up the middle. Jenkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
3rd and 6.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the shotgun, Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Sanders. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Top 50, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Sanders going to throw again. Pass caught, right side, Fannin. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. There wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1 now from the 21.
Here we go. Set.
On the zone read, this is Jenkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On play action, here's Shador. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys are set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 45.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. 3rd down here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10.
Back to throw again. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Rico Dowdle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Sanders to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down.
Let's go now.
At the 47-yard line.
Warriors 70, 18, Robert 18.
To throw is Sanders. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Sanders. He's into space past the 25 and down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will go down outside of the pocket. For a sack, trying to get away, but could not. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Third and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
60 Bisons, 79 Broncos.
He throws there, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Johnson to return it. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Browns drive about to get started. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Play action. It's Sanders. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun here, Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
19-18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Buffalo 18, 19, charge.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Howard, a final shot before break. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw. Howard. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Dowdle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And goal at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake. Howard. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now a toss left side for Judkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw now, here's Sanders. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing, Sanders. Throws it out loud and completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. Looking to throw. Sanders. Checks it down to Jenkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Sampson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Sanders. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete to Washington. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
16 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Back to throw. Howard. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Howard. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Sanders. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches. I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Now, pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
On first down, Sampson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
go. Here we go. Crack all 80. Hot, hot.
A toss to Judkins, running right. And he'll be brought down short of the 15. A really good move on the run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal?
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble gets them right back down the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Howard. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Back to throw. Howard. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's going to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Let's go.
On the ground with a tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Let's go now.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Shedeur Sanders, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle. Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Ready. Tackle.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Cooper 19.
The 40-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. 68. 79.
Once again, Jenkins, after getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go. Ready, ready.
On third down, Sampson. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And the Browns first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
Intercepted. The coverage by Jaquan Brisker.
Here's first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. But that is going nowhere. Only a yard up to the 2. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's second down. To throw from his end zone. Howard. That's to Freiermuth. But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7.
It's a gain of 5.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch. Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
First and 10 at the 25.
They'll look to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Brings up second and 20.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. Down the left sideline. He may go. DK Metcalf. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for...
Don't get put in that blender.